Chelsea, and I've been trying to find a way to keep my hair more moisturized for longer. So I decided to create a whipped shea butter, and shea butter is known for its moisturizing, sealing, penetrating, and softening properties. So I wanted to use that as my base, and then I added a bunch of different oils to enhance the properties of the shea butter. So to start off, I'm just gonna use my little makeshift double boiler. You should probably be careful with this, but I just basically used a glass bowl on top of a pot of simmering water and made sure that the bottom of the pot was not touching, the bottom of the bowl was not touching the water. So I just added my shea butter first to let it melt down, and it starts to melt immediately. So I was thinking it would take like not very long for it to melt, but it ended up taking like 15 whole minutes for it to melt. So I just kind of just stirred it up as I went along, and then it was finally melted after 15 minutes. And I'm gonna just add that to a bowl and start adding the rest of my oils. First is 4 spoonfuls of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, and the benefits are it penetrates and moisturizes the hair, promotes shine and manageability. Then the grapeseed oil, 2 spoonfuls of this. It's great for fine textures. It seals the hair and is a heat protectant, which is irrelevant here. But then I added the avocado oil, which has a lot of like fatty nutrients in it, so it moisturizes the hair and penetrates the hair shaft. Then I added the jojoba oil, which is the most closely resembles the sebum, which is what your scalp naturally produces, so it seals the hair naturally. Then I added a half a teaspoon of vitamin E oil. This one is super thick, and it's great for scalp health and hair growth. So I felt like the combination of these oils would be a great mix for a whipped shea butter to make my hair nice and moisturized for longer. So I just set that in the freezer for 30 minutes. 30 minutes is too long, guys. I left it in there for 30 minutes, and I was like, oh, look, it's still soft. You know, it's gonna whip up nicely. But once I started to mix it, it was like super thick and stiff, and I had to really bust through the shea butter because it was just too frozen. It wasn't frozen, but it was just too solid, I guess you would say. So I just kind of used the force of the mixer to break through that, and then that wasn't really working, so I just took a spoon and just scooped it off the side of the bowl. Maybe it's because I used a metal bowl, I'm not sure, but we worked with it. So I just got all of that off, and then it started to actually be able to mix a little bit better. And it was still a little thick and chunky at first, but the longer you mix it, the lighter and creamier and fluffier it gets. So just keep mixing, scrape down the sides as you go along. And the reason I wanted to make a whipped shea butter is because my hair is fine, dense, and low porosity. So with it being fine, it can get weighed down by heavy products like shea butter. So by whipping it, you incorporate that air, makes it nice and fluffy, so hopefully it doesn't weigh down the hair strands. So yeah, I continue to mix, and the more you whip it, the better it does. Like, don't let it do all the work, you gotta help it along. So I did that for about like 20 minutes, and then it like basically doubles in volume, and it just looks so creamy, and it looks like cake batter to me. Like, it looks so delicious. So then I just put that in this little jar that I got from Walmart. I think it was like $3 or something for safekeeping. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I really like the way it turned out. It's very, very moisturizing. I tried it on my hand. Haven't tried it on my hair quite yet, but I have very high hopes, and I'm gonna definitely check back in and let you guys know how it does on my hair. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you on the next video, and don't forget to subscribe.